Aaron with the Kunkel Homestead. Today we're talking about a project that we're doing. We are working on replacing some of the back doors to our second rabbit hutch. The doors need to be replaced essentially because they're getting warped, they're bending, they're not seating correctly, and they're just getting drafty and they just need to be replaced. So to take a look here, this door we're actually going to leave. It's still seating quite nicely into place, and that's perfectly fine, though the wood is very flat. If we come around to this door, however, you see the door is latched. It is closed, but it is hanging open. This wood has just warped from humidity and from the rabbits using the bathroom in these back rooms, and it's just tearing up this wood. So this door we have already replaced. A couple of changes that we did make is we moved our latch to the bottom instead of to the top. We've moved the latch down to the bottom. What that does for us is it means that this lock will fall into place. And the reason we want to do that is because Mr. Leo here, he has learned how to push on his door until the latch falls out, and then he will open up his door. He's actually escaped on us a couple of times because of that little trick. So what we ended up doing is I just screwed a piece of metal to the bottom of the hutch here, and we just twist that, and that keeps his door closed. And obviously, by looking at his door, his is in the worst shape. He has a hole here and a massive hole here. And so our temporary fix to that was just to screw a piece of wood in front of it to block that over. But we need to get his door replaced. What we're going to do is we're actually going to open up this wall just a little bit.
To remove the wall.
And make the door a little bit longer so this hole will fill in completely. And then we're going to move his latch to the bottom so that he can no longer be an escape artist. We're also hoping that having the latches on the bottom, so we have the hinge on this side, we're hoping that if the latch is here, it will help keep these bottom corners flush, it'll keep them flat, and hopefully help prevent the doors from warping in the first place. So hopefully we don't have to do this again. So step one, remove the door. We've left the hinges on the hutch just because there's no need to remove that. We're going to reuse as much of this hardware as we can just to save a little bit of money. Okay, so I used my reciprocating saw and I was able to clear off the excess around the side here, nice and level. I did have to chisel out a little bit on the bottom here. Luckily though, this entire back piece is a separate piece of wood, so I really just had to kind of break that off. So now you can see where the original door was. We have a bit of space, so I'm gonna have to actually measure to get the new door size correctly. Okay, so with the miracle of a measuring tape and some Sharpie, I've traced out the new door on our piece of wood here. The first one we replaced, I just traced the original door, but since this one's going to be sized differently, I couldn't do that. But looking at it, looks like it should line up quite nicely. So now to get this all. Okay, so gotten the hinges reattached, got our latch moved over, and there's our brand new door that Leo cannot escape from.